Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So after the last episode, I found a place in town here that I can rest. I've fallen asleep a couple times. Well, there we go, we're doing it again as I come over here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to rest twice so that at least we're driving in the daytime, but given how the company's doing, I think I can take that luxury and not have to drive at night. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, good morning. All right, Robert made 113 euros. Thank you, Robert. I suppose before I pull away, I should figure out where I'm going. So if you recall last time, we went from Nice to Pančevo. So we're up here in Pančevo, trying to just figure out where to go. Doesn't look like we have too many options. So some really local hazmat. A little bit longer. I keep heading in that direction. So West Balkans has been released at this point. I'm waiting until Pro Mods is ready to go. So I'm just kind of driving around here. I think this area is the Black Sea mod. Once we cross this border, I think all of this over here is the West Balkans. So let's see, we can take empty pallets, propane. I don't want to do that one. What do we have over here? I'm thinking these are going to be far too long. You know, there's a few things that are interesting here, but again, if I can get close. So yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll take this one. It's not terribly long, so that'll make for a little bit of a short run, but that will hopefully get us there, get the propane, get a little bit of a bonus, or no, this is a standard delivery, but get at least a hazmat bonus.
Let's do this.
Alright, and the nice thing is, it looks like that's right next door, just right through the fence there, so we just need to head down the road.
Get ready to turn
So even though we only have a couple hours till that load needs to go,
turn left.
should be all right here, because yes, it is right here, and the GPS is obviously verifying that for us. It's kind of nice these guys are stopping for us, but again, they're forcing me to like pull out where I can't see. It gets kind of dangerous driving that way. But I have no idea what the name of this company is. I'm not even going to attempt to understand.
Here we are.
All right.
Safe and sound.
So I assume it's going to be one of those sitting on the right, but we'll see. All right, there's the propane. Yeah, and it's probably...
Here we go.
Yep, exactly what I thought. Because the other ones are probably filling or they're in the process, but they did have 4 loads, so maybe those were possible. So yeah, in ATS, my specialization, you know, the VTC I'm part of, Viva Trucking, I'm in the hazmat division. So technically I do love hazmat loads. I mean, they're profitable and they're just interesting things. You know, that people need, but obviously there's some danger in getting them going. You can only do so much, you know, you're kind of pretending, obviously, in the game, because it's not like I can get out, look at things, I can, you know, do paperwork or things. You're just kind of implying that everything you need to do this regulated hauling is being taken care of.
Get ready to turn right.
So again, 184 kilometers. I have reset my trip meter so you can follow along and kind of see how things are going. I hate these blind curves. A car did come around, but luckily he stopped. So it's another one of these short trailers. So not bad for getting around, that's for sure. Should still be good for fuel. Probably for several more loads. That's the nice thing. I've got a good truck here in the Scania
Keep
that
left,
I've
and
bought.
then turn left.
Oh boy. Really? Oh. I did not see
Turn
him,
left.
but I wanted to make this light. I didn't realize that. So, sorry for the crash. So, that was a bad move on my part. Alright. Telling me about 3 hours to get there. I have 9 hours, so I might be able to do this load and then do the next load next time. All within one day, which would be nice. It's been a while since I've been able to do a couple loads, but that was what I was hoping with resting the way I did. And once again, if I took a significantly larger load, that would make it harder to do that.
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Is this a light? I don't understand what is happening here.
Go straight on.
Yeah, it must be. Okay, I see. Well, good news is
Keep
it's...
right, and then turn right.
Okay. I hope after...
Turn right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh
I'll find a
boy.
new route.
Did I... Alright. So it told me kind of late, but... Alright, this works.
Keep
Yeesh.
left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Yeah, I mean, it told me, like, go straight, and then, again, sometimes the GPS with the modded maps gets a little bit confused.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I mean, this is actually a little bit cleaner. I hope he stays over there.
Right.
He's driving a little erratically. Well, we discovered Belgrade. That's always good. But this gets me onto the interstate a little bit. Well, I guess it's not really an interstate. I thought it was. I guess once we get up to the Cloverleaf... Oh, look at that. And we discovered a
Go straight on.
MAN truck dealership. So I had discovered a Renault a few trips ago. So not sure if I've gotten all the manufacturers yet. I would assume I have at this point, but... Alright, and what I didn't see is, do I need to get onto the highway here? I'm assuming I do. In all cases, I think I need to be to the right to do that, so... Let me take a quick peek. No, I'm just going straight through. But, you know, we've already almost done 40 kilometers just driving around, so...
Keep left.
So definitely, always enjoyed Euro Truck. Definitely one of those things I'm happy I got involved in. Being from the US, this is a very, very different experience for me. Just very different geography, very different rules of the road and so forth. Clearly I'm missing some of that and, you know, running into people as I did as I was just getting going here out of town, but mistakes get made once in a while, but it'll be on my career record for a couple weeks at least. So that's never a good thing. But nice countryside. Kind of farm fields, it looks like. Looks like some of them are fallow, some are obviously planted. I'm not sure if this is corn. It looks like what I would consider corn. I see a lot of that yellow crop that we passed a little while ago on the left. I'm not sure if that's canola. That would be what I'm used to from Farming Simulator, that would be that color, but I'm not sure if that's really what it works at. I was worried I was set at like 90 because that turn seemed tight, but I'm not. I'm just the 5 kilometers over for the 75, which is the speed limit. Alright, so looks like we'll get another town that we'll get to check off on our discovery list. These are all good things. We're getting completely new things and new places that we've not been. Which is part of what I'm trying to do. There's not really a rhyme or a reason as to where I head. It's just, you know, what looks interesting at the time, what looks a little bit profitable at the time. And it's a bit of a bonus if I can do things like this and get Zrenjan in.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay, so looks like we're not going to head out of town that way. We're going to turn here. And again, with the in-game lights, those change so fast. Sometimes I get caught by that. Alright. It's like I didn't know if they had an accident or what was happening, but they cleared themselves up, which is I'm thankful for. So one of those vehicles that it can't render properly. I assume we'll be able to go faster shortly. There we go. So even though it said 80 as a truck, we're limited to a little bit less. We can only go 70. Oh, got a roundabout here, so we'll see if he continues with us. No, he's going off. That's perfectly fine, because then I don't need to worry about him and determining what I do. Police officer there. Little old brick buildings. They look pretty sturdy, though. Not run down or anything like that. Definitely, I'd say, well kept. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know, because certainly in these areas, I would think we're going to have less of these type of roads where, okay, now it's coming around, the road continues, but we are going quickly to the left, that there'd be longer routes in the official SCS map that we get, but that will all remain to be seen, and I think it's going to be really challenging because of how well the Pro Mods maps are done to really see a significant difference. Because I mean, think about it, the towns, those Eastern European concrete utility poles, the industry and so forth. Like everything is just so well done in this Pro Mods expansion, which is why I love playing the game with it. Honestly, I haven't really played it without it, so I don't know that I know the difference, but unlike ATS, where you can kind of clearly tell, yeah, I'm in a mod section, I can't really tell here, but you know, what I've read about Pro Mods years ago when I started using it is, especially here in the Europe one, they just add more roadways to what's already provided by SCS and kind of flesh it out more, so there's just a lot more places to go. And that, I think, drives them to make sure they integrate well with the map, because otherwise, if you were constantly going from, you know, very fleshed out scenery and buildings and so forth to nothing and just flipping back and forth, I think that would be very jarring to experience and go through. Alright. Had a little bit of a stop that I had to make, so if somehow the commentary becomes disjointed, I apologize, because I had to step away for a bit and come back, so I don't honestly remember what I was talking about, if anything. Maybe I was just enjoying the fact that we were coming into a toll booth. So, but yeah, one of the things I do know I was talking about earlier was just, yeah, as they integrate, as Pro Mods integrates to the map, it's just going to be interesting to see how this all looks.
Turn right.
Because I'm not sure. Again, Bulgaria, I think this may be the Black Sea, or east to the Black Sea. I don't remember. Road to the East DLC. I don't remember which one it is that's next to West Balkans, over to the east side of it. So at this point I may be into that, and so these may just be edge connections to obviously the other part of Pro Mods, but you know, these are the things that if that border crossing, for example, goes now between DLCs, like, can this road just stay there if this is all just Pro Mods stuff, or are they going to have to redo something, so forth and so on. So the road texture here is kind of interesting, that's for sure. That's a lot more kind of the concrete, I guess, I would expect to see over in Eastern Europe. A few times I've been over there for work, I've certainly seen roads like that. But we're getting really close here on the delivery. We should be coming into town. I'm assuming that city is where we're headed, because we're 24 kilometers away, so that would seem right. Yes, yeah, Timisoara.
Keep left and then turn left.
But I'm looking forward to certainly getting additional official SCS stuff. I mean, if nothing else, then to just support the company.
Turn left.
You know, I would probably be perfectly happy not expanding, not doing that and just playing with Pro Mods, but I want to encourage SCS to keep functioning and keep providing us great truck sim content. Whoop. That's a great legal fire truck move there. Turn from the left lane and turn right across the lane, and then have the car follow you and say, well, if it's okay for him, I guess I can do it too. Oh, that's the loan installment. I hate that it's the same sound as a penalty, because I was like, what did I do wrong? Like, I think I'm alright, and then suddenly I'm not. So, alright, our 257 euro loan payment comes out, obviously after having slept for 20 hours. It gets here quickly, so
Go straight on.
because I think we just paid it in the last episode, and sometimes we have a little bit of room in between, but that was not the case here, obviously. So let us... we haven't even discovered the town. That's crazy. Yeah, I just didn't realize that. Like, we're amongst all these buildings. I thought, oh yeah, we're here already, but... So Timisoara? I don't know. Timisoara?
Go straight on.
Timisoara? There's all kinds of ways you could say it, and I may have not said it right at all. So... I think it'd be hard in the comments to, like, tell me how to say it, but if anyone wants to or is willing to, if I'm way off. Now, Bon Prix is good price in French.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
So that's kind of interesting here in Bulgaria. I'm not sure if that's something that would really be here, but it's here. We saw it. Looks like we have to go to the left to get over to our point there. Hopefully no more lights. Hopefully it's just a left turn into the street and I can get there without any further ado.
Keep left and then turn left.
A rainbow of car colors on top of that car carrier. That's for certain.
Turn left.
Stadia, which is like stadium. Okay. Can only go in one way here.
Finding a new route.
Oh, is this not? Oh boy. Where do I need to go? Over there? Well, great. This ought to be fun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, let me...
Keep right and then turn right.
Holy moly. I'm like, yeah, alright, I'll pull right in here. No, that's not quite right. Oh boy. Well, not even with the cab over, that's too tight. Alrighty then.
Get ready to turn right.
Alright. Well, that
Turn right.
was tricky. So it's just behind here. There's actually like 2 places to go. Maybe it's all one company. Craziness, I'll
This is
tell
where
ya.
it ends.
Seems to be. This looks very similar to where I left. I kind of pulled away from the spot right in front of it, and now I'm going to be turning around and just parking a little further back. Very interesting. So, literally delivering to almost the same type of yard. Alright. Again, I'm leaving myself some lengthy backups, but it's probably best to go ahead and do it that way. I like my Scania. I don't say that enough. I do enjoy their trucks. I like the way they look. I guess the way they drive. I don't know. I just like the way they look inside. How about that too? Alright. It's not terribly far, but it seemed like it took a bit of time. 354 euros. Another little bit of experience. Every little bit helps. Well, we've lost 3,000 per 7 days, so we had some big payout that went away from somewhere. Alright, just taking a peek. Wow, I've had 14 traffic violations in the last 2 weeks? That's crazy. That is hard to believe. But good amount of driving. I haven't looked at this in a while, so figured since it was a little bit of a shorter run, we'll take some time here. Still only 7% of the map discovered. About a little over half the countries visited, which is crazy. Like, where are these other countries? I feel I've been everywhere. But there must be some little tiny ones somewhere altogether that I've missed or something. And then those photo trophies, I think that might have been the last episode. 44 days in game. 31 hours in real time that we've been spending together, so hopefully it's been enjoyable, that's for sure. So if you haven't given the video a like, please consider doing so, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider that as well. And I will see you next time.